Hi there, welcome back. Welcome to Living Green. Remember, Living Green is a site where you can find different things, different issues, different topics related to the earth care. So basically, what we're gonna do today is that if we are talking about living green, ways of living in a environmental and sustainable way, it's important, first of all, to remark the importance of recycling. That's why, for today, I will show you how to how to create a mind map which picture how's the cycle of recycling, also the stages of recycling, and this kind of thing is very important in order to recycle. So let's start it. All right, perfect. The first thing that you should do is to create an account. Where? In Lucidchart. Why Lucidchart? Lucidchart is a really good tool where you can create mind maps. It's easily to use, it's very intuitive, and I'm sure that it's gonna help you a lot in order to create mind maps. So let's start. All right. If we are talking about living green, recycling, and these kind of topics, it's important that to recognize that recycle has very specific, a very specific role, which is the 3 R's. The 3 R's are basically this one. I'm gonna show you. First thing that we're gonna do as a is a mind map, the first thing is that we are gonna put our main topic in the middle of the sheet, in this case in the middle of the screen. And we are gonna put a name 3Rs. Why? Because when we are recycling, we talk about three different three different moments, three different I would say three different mm, three different, but at the same way they are like the a global psych about what means recycling. Because recycling is not just recycling, it has something behind that I'm gonna show you. So the first R we're gonna use is reuse. Why reuse? Because we had to be aware about our waste, about our trash, and if we can reuse that, maybe probably if we can reuse that, I would say radio. If we can reuse that radio for another purposes, that's a way to reuse. It's not just throw away. It's important to keep it and to see if we can create something different with that radio or something, right? So the first one is reuse. All right, let's to put it like let's to add it a color. Why not? Okay. The second one. The second one is gonna be recycle. Now recycling. Why recycling? Recycling is the main point in this is because we can the conscience or we can create the awareness about recycling. We are gonna be more sustainable world. Why? Because recycling is the most benefit way to make sure that our wastes, our trash is gonna have like another life. It's gonna is gonna have like another use in the future. Not just to throw away unless to forget it about it. No, is that like that plastic bag, maybe that paper sheet is gonna have another use in the future. So that's the importance of recycle. Okay, so let's do select a color. Let's do that one. maybe, yeah, that's a good one, a great one. Perfect. So we have reuse, recycle, sorry, recycle. All right. And last one, reduce. Very important. Why reduce? Because it's not just to take care of our trash, it's not just to recycle, it's also to reduce. If we can reduce our trash, if we can reduce our waste, we can live better. If we can, or not just live better, we can create conscience about it's not just to buy and throw away, no, it's to have the conscience that if we buy something, try to buy it if you need it. If you don't need it, why are you buying that? Okay, let's put in a color. Maybe that one is a good one. Okay, now as I told you, a mind map is not a conceptual map. It's something that you are free to use it. I mean, you can put in different orders. You can put together the squares. You can add images if you want in, in different ways. So, for example, right now I'm gonna put like an arrow. Let's to get this arrow. I'm gonna put this arrow. What I'm gonna do with this? Let's to put here one. I'm gonna put another one, two, and three. So, okay, when we talk about recycle, we are talking about how to recycle. So the first thing that we need to approach when we need to know is that for recycle, the first thing that we need is to collect. Why collect? Because we need to collect that thing that we need. So for example, if we are gonna recycle, we have to collect papers, but we have to collect also plastic, bottle plastic, mm, different kinds of ways that you can collect. So the first step is collect. All right, let's do change. Let's to put this one here. All right. So another one. The another step that we have to keep in mind is washing, sorting. Maybe if you don't know what sorting is when you have different choices and you have to split into categories. So for example, if we have a plastic bag, a bottle plastic, polyester, but also we have maybe organic waste like potatoes, mm, beans, food, it's food by itself. uh, we had to separate. We had to organize where it goes. Okay, so sort first one, collect, sorting. Let's to put another one. Next one is washing. Why washing? Because if we need to help the people who are recycling, it's important to wash. Of course, if you are able to wash it, but it's important to do it. And finally, resizing. What does mean resizing? Resizing is when you take a plastic bottle and you do like just crush it, you smash it in order to make room for more and more. So that's important, resizing. And finally, a very important. use of recycling is identification and separation. Why? Because we need to take into account that there are different kind of trash cans where we can identify. So in the unit 2 you are going to identify what kind of trash cans you are going to find in different places, public spaces, maybe in different kind of spots in the city you are going to find. All right, perfect guys. So what we have here is like a kind of mind map. Of course we need to like to organize, we need to make the design, we need to create the conscience about how to improve this, but this is something that you are gonna do by yourself. So yeah, so no problem, we can organize here, this here. Give me one sec. All right, so what we got here is like a mind map. So something very important when we are gonna do a mind map is important to take pictures. For example, the first picture I'm gonna do is like collecting. So you are gonna find collecting in recycling. So this is what I mean when you have to collect. It's just like to grab things on the ground, to collect things, then you can put in a bag, and after that you can identify which waste you have and then to organize. So if you want to add any picture of this, you can take it, you